But I think that's what T.I. was
T.I.
saying.
wrong,
Just
man.
going based off what he said, I fully agree what he says and I respect it. If it's a case where he actually been through and went through all the talks, trying to get him to be straight and he's still messing around. I agree. Like you do the crime, go ahead and do the time. I am not gonna try to defend you as my son. Oh my God, no, he didn't. No, mm-mm.
Okay, as a
They
dad, I'm
have
gonna tell
got
you
to
what you got to
learn.
do.
And
As a
he said
dad,
he's gonna love him through it, so he's
Well,
gonna
hold
be
on
there
now.
nonetheless.
Let me give a
is a
little context now because we're going out of context now, right? Because now you gotta take all this in. Who is Ti? Ti is a brother from the streets, like some of us right here on this panel, right? And he came up when he was his son age, and he glorified selling dope. Ti, he got all kind of weapons charges. He known for all that shit, and so he know in his mind raising boys all the shit he should have done, and in my opinion, he ain't done it. What you know what I mean? You raised your son up like you said. You've been shooting TV shows and doing all this shit. How much parenting have you really done? You know what I mean? So for you to say you've done enough, well, fuck. I say you ain't done nearly enough. Just
man.
because you
He
got
quit.
money, you know what I mean? You got money, you can hire nannies and shit like that. No, because you know your son is emulating the shit that he saw you doing. So quit acting like this shit coming out of nowhere, like you a goddamn R&B singer, and you don't know why the fuck your son acting like this. Hell no. You know exactly what the fuck's going on. So
Let me get in here.
get in there, 20.
I seen that, not like through it all. I don't think Ti. I think he said trying to send a message to his son. Like he's not done with his son. Like don't think like he gonna give up on his son. At the end of
Yeah,
the
because
day,
we're talking about
at the
street shit
at the
though, Twani. We talk he could do some
yeah,
shit
but you
where he can either be killed or sent to prison for life. We ain't talking about no
nah, but it's
bullshit.
but he gotta, but his son gotta wake up to reality though. He let his son letting
Yeah.
that fame. His son, man, bro, his son letting that fame get to him. Ti's oldest son ain't acting like this.
So
You know
what?
what I'm
See,
saying? Like
so my question: you at what point do you give up? Then, what point should a parent give up?
I think that no parent should give up on their kid, but sometimes you got to give your kid some time to like find out what he want to do, like the route that he want to take.
And potentially get murdered or go to jail.
I mean, if that's the risk that he want to take,
Okay.
everything has a risk with it. I don't think I think me personally, I think Ti's son is letting that fame get to him. That's just what I see in it. I think he letting the fame get to him. He walking in fucking Wendy's or whatever, snapping and doing all kinds of shit. Like, bro, like calm your little ass down somewhere. Like nobody told you to act like this. You letting that fame get to you, man.
See, that's
And that's
bullshit.
just
Here's
all
what I
that
call
shit is.
bullshit, though, Twani. You say nobody told you to act like this, right? But go back and watch the goddamn Family Hustle when this motherfucker was 5, 6, 7 years old. He was acting the same way. And this is what I say. Shit go from innocent and cute, and then overnight the shit is menacing and consequential. Overnight, the behavior is so cute. That's my little baby. It's so cute. And overnight, it's you see what I'm saying? We end up here.
Bro, I get what you saying, but at the end of the like, what I'm looking at through it all is like Ti's oldest son was raised in that house, and he don't act like that. You don't hear him out there cutting up like that. That's just the little. That's the little one. You know, he doing whatever
But
the
he's
fuck he
still
want to do.
responsible for that, though. He's still. That don't mean like you could bake two cakes. One turned out burnt. One turned out all right. You still responsible for that burnt cake. Get in there. Get in there, Ham. What you got to say, Ham? What you think about it, Ham?
Hey,
Oh man, this nigga funny, yo.
Takes a whole village, you know what I'm saying, to raise a kid. So his dad ain't gonna be the one to get to him, never. You know what I'm saying? He'll learn.
So you think Ti? Do you think he has given up, or you think like what's your where
Nah,
he at? Because that's
definitely ain't give up, but it's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You know what I'm saying? So he done led him to water so many times. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And then once he drink, he gonna like, dang, my dad was telling me this all along. And then he gonna start to listen. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So he gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? He grown now. You 18. You wanna be grown.
Now I tell you what, I think an issue is, well, we keep pointing out how, the family hustle, the whole TV show, how Ti most likely wasn't able to be there, and that could be an issue that's plaguing the celebrities and the poor people, because poor people got to work, can't tend to their kids. So maybe someone like Ti is suffering from the same deal. He had to work, he got to hustle, the family hustle, and he ain't there for his kid. So just because you got money and influence, all this, it's safe to say that the same thing that poor people dealing with, so is the rich people. Just ain't got enough time to deal with to be with their kids, trying to make money.
Listen, that's all bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you why it's bullshit. Listen, no,
Okay.
no, hear me out. I'm gonna tell you.
No.
I'm gonna tell you why it's bullshit. Number one, Ti and goddamn Tiny, like you said, they living at their younger age, rockstar life. This motherfucker ain't got no goddamn reason to want to be a gangster. This motherfucker ain't got no goddamn reason to want to run the streets. What the fuck is he accomplishing by trying to walk in his dad's footsteps? Motherfucker, if I was Ti, I'm gonna tell you like this, goddamn it. Straighten up your goddamn act, or you get the fuck out. And I'm gonna tell you why I said that. He was handed a silver spoon. When you get a real gangster and a real street nigga, they living by codes, morals, principles, and they ain't got shit. They ain't had shit, and they had to build their wall from brick to brick to brick to brick to brick to brick to brick till they get where the fuck they got. Now, in King's case, he ain't got to build shit. That motherfucker, all he got to do is say, Dad, well, I'm working towards something. I need a little bit of help. Because I know T.I. ain't going to be like, here. Because T.I. a street nigga. He ain't about to get nobody shit. You got to work for what the fuck you want. Now, in the King's case, I don't know. Like, that fucking Hollywood fucking lifestyle shit, I don't know how the fuck they raise their kids, because they raise their kids different from us. Like he was saying, they always on the road. They always gone. So, my opinion, King ain't got no reason to be how he is. Now, I understand what you said, Gav. In the early stages, King was a badass. But why? The question is why?
Attention.
Fuck that. His last name Harris. He don't need no attention. What the fuck kind of attention he need? His dad is T.I.
That's his dad attention.
Listen.
Well, it's kind of hint on it, right? You said they always on the road, they always doing this and that. So, like you said, they ain't getting the attention that they want,
Yeah.
from your parents.
Hey, you put it on Facebook Live and 1 million people view it and like it, and half of them agree with you. You gonna love that attention. Your dad ain't gave you that. Your mama ain't gave you that.
Yeah.
Like, these people like what I'm doing. I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Okay. You just said something. It's a difference between attention and a character. Now you gotta separate the two. King, what's his last name? King Harris. And T.I.'s son. I'm gonna just say that as a nickname. That would be like Peyton and Bieber. Peyton and Beep Customs. I'm Beep Customs. I'm an artist. Peyton, I'm a man. I'm a family man. I'm a husband. Da, da, da. At the end of the day, he has to understand who his family is. He has no business indulging in the street. Okay, let me ask y'all this. What is he trying to prove? As an 18-year-old
He
boy,
trying to prove that he's tough. I think he trying to follow in his dad's footsteps.
That's what I'm saying.
T.I., here's the thing, and I said with Gavin, T.I. did not give King this, kind of square, upstanding, father figure to look up to. We know who T.I. portrayed himself to be and who he was. He was in and out of court for violent offenses. His music was what it was. We know the character that T.I. portrayed to everybody, including in front of his kids. And it's only natural for his goofy ass son to want to follow right after him. And like you said, he ain't got no reason to beat because he ain't grow up like that. He tried to put on. So
what if the reason is females?
Fuck that.
That's what the females like these days. They like niggas with 30s and guns and doing bad stuff. Think about the stuff we did to impress females at a young age. We'd sell drugs and buy Jordans and hang in gangs and do all type of crazy things. You know what I'm saying? Just for the females to like us. You know
like God was saying, T.I. got an older son. That motherfucker seen shit that King didn't.
Different generation.
I'm gonna tell you, okay, I hear that, but listen to this. If you know your family tree and you know anything you may want, all you gotta do is snap your finger and you got it. From my understanding, like I said earlier, from my understanding, a gangster is somebody who had nothing, did what he had to do, build his brick wall to get where the fuck he got to get and go. Now, in King's case, he ain't got to build shit. King ain't got to build a motherfucking thing. All he got to do is sit his high yellow ass down, shut the fuck up, and goddamn do something constructive with his time. Now, did T.I. fail him as a parent? That's in the air. It's hit and miss. Because like y'all was saying, he been on the road. He been building his bricks to get to what the hell they family got. I'm gonna say this. I can't judge it because I'm not rich and I don't, you know what I mean? But from the outside looking in, for what? My whole thing is why the fuck like you said, Rick, he want to impress women. He want to do this. He want to do that. All he got to do is say, what's up? That's an impress right there. This is T.I.'s son. If he's walking in a mall and you don't agree, Rick? Why?
Because listen, how many 18-year-olds females listening to T.I.?
Man.
And it just be like, oh, that's T.I.'s son, and they gonna care. Nah, he gotta compete with NBA YoungBoy.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
He ain't competing with his dad. He competing with NBA YoungBoy, Lil Durk. Them
you talking about okay. Now I'm gonna say this. He's competing with NBA YoungBoy, Tootie Raw, Little Boosie son, all these young motherfuckers.
Okay.
Right? Watch this. Boosie, he like that shit.
Free King.
This is Boosie's son.
It was like goddamn. I got one for not wearing a seatbelt.
Him and King.
Right.
It's a game.
I got so he competing with